How was that?
So, ya lo van a cerrar otra vez, so I don't understand.
What would you put on the perfect pizza? What are the perfect pizza toppings?
Shut the fuck up, Jose.
Good morning. What are your perfect pizza toppings? What makes the pizza? Cheese, Ryan? Just cheese, plain. You're a plain pizza person. Nice. Usually everyone can at least agree to that. Cheese, pepperoni, and pizza sauce. Nice, Avis Jean. If you just came in, we're talking about what would be on the perfect pizza. What are your favorite pizza toppings? Ray and Avis Jean, you agree? Oh my gosh, your parents are lucky. Wow. That's handy. Oh, yeah, Roman. So that's like a Hawaiian pizza, Roman, with Canadian bacon and pineapple. I love
With
those.
bacon.
What is it? Ham and pineapple, Owen. Cheese, barbecue, chicken, pepperoni, and bacon, Drew. Wow. That's an interesting combo. Sounds good, though. Yeah. I'm a veggie person, so lots of veggies is what I would want. Definitely mushrooms. That might be the most important one. bacon, chicken, and tomato, Josh. Nice. And pizza sauce. So if you just came in, we were talking about what would be on the perfect pizza. What would your perfect pizza toppings be? Anyone who doesn't like pizza? Yeah, you like veggie too. Very good.
Emma doesn't.
Emma, you don't like pizza? Thank you, Roman. I missed that. You don't like pizza, Emma? Okay. What would you eat instead of pizza? Oh, you love pizza. Okay.
I love pizza. I would just put mushrooms and pepperoni and cheese on there.
Okay. All right, I'm going to grab the Wild Robot, and we'll read a little bit of this. We're on chapter 19, The Observations. Chapter 19, The Observations. Clouds scudded through the sky, spiders spun intricate webs, berries beckoned to hungry mouths, foxes stalked hares, mushrooms rose up from leafy litter, turtles plopped into ponds, moss spread across tree roots, vultures hunched over carcasses, ocean waves beat against the coastline, tadpoles became frogs, caterpillars became butterflies, a camouflaged robot observed it all. Chapter 20. The language of the animals. It started with the birds. They had always been skittish when the robot was near. They would stare and screech and then scatter. But now that Roz was camouflaged, she could secretly observe their normal behavior right up close. Roz noticed chickadees fluttering through the same flowers and singing the same song every morning. She noticed a larva swoop down to the same rock and sing the same song every afternoon. She noticed the same two magpies singing to each other from a... After weeks of robotically studying the birds, Roz knew that what each bird would sing, and when they would sing, and eventually why they would sing. The robot began to understand the birds. She began to understand the porcupine, and the salamander, and the beetles. She discovered that all the different animals shared one common language. They just spoke the language in different ways. You might say each species spoke with its own accent. When Roz first listened to the chickadees, their song sounded like tweedle-tweedle, tweedle-tweedle. But now, when the chickadees sang, "Where are you? I can't see you." And then another one would reply, "I'm over here. Follow my voice." When Roz first stomped across the island, the animal squawks and growls and chirps had sounded like nothing more than meaningless noises. But she no longer heard animal noises. Now she heard animal words. Chapter 21, The Introduction. There was an hour each morning in the dim light of dawn when all the island animals were safe. You see, long ago they had agreed not to hunt or harm one another during that hour. They called it the Dawn Truce. Most mornings the island residents would gather in the great meadow and spend the hour chatting with friends. Of course, not everyone attended these gatherings. The bears had never made an appearance, and the vultures just circled high above. But on this particular morning, an unusually large group of animals had come to discuss some important news. "Settle down, everyone, I have something to say," Swooper the owl hooted to the crowd from the lowest branch of a dead tree. "Last night I saw a mysterious creature right here in the great meadow. It seemed to be covered in grass, so I couldn't get a good look at it, but I think it may have been a monster." Looks of concern swept across the crowd. "What was the creature doing?" said Dark the Weasel. "It was speaking," said Swooper. "It kept repeating the same words over and over, but each time it sounded a little different. At first it sounded like a cricket, and then it sounded like a raccoon, and then it sounded like an owl." "What was it saying?" said Dig Down the groundhog. "I could be mistaken," said Swooper, "but I think it was saying, 'Hello, my name is Roz.'" The crowd began to chatter. "Just where was this creature?" said Big the Fox. Everyone turned as the owl slowly pointed his wing to a grassy lump in the meadow. It was a rather ordinary-looking grassy lump until it began to move. As you probably guessed, that grassy lump was Roz. She had been there the whole time, camouflaged, watching, listening. And with all the animals looking at her, she decided to introduce herself. The crowd stared in disbelief as the grassy lump started shaking and bulging upward and coming apart. And there was the robot. Then, using her body and voice, the robot spoke to the animals in her own language. "Hello, my name is Roz." The crowd gasped. Super fluttered up from his branch and screeched, "It's the monster!" "I'm not a monster," said Roz. "I'm a robot." A flock of sparrows suddenly took off. "Leave us alone," squawked Dart as he crouched low in the grass. "Go to whatever horrible place you come from." "I come from here," said Roz. "I've spent my whole life on this island." "Why haven't you spoken to us sooner?" screeched the owl from higher up in the trees. "I didn't know the animal language until now," said the robot. Crown Cornflake had heard enough, and he slipped into the forest with the family. "So what do you want from us?" growled Pig. "I have observed that different animals have different ways of surviving," said the robot. "I would like you to teach me your survival techniques." "I'm not going to help you," screeched the owl from the very top of the tree. "It seems so unnatural." "The monster's just waiting to gobble us up," shrieked Dig Down, and the groundhog disappeared into a hole. Sweeson, can you hear me? Okay, if you said hi in the chat, you can stop saying hi, and just a hi with one exclamation point would be plenty. So Chris and Carson, stop that. Okay. "I will not gobble anyone up," said Roz. "I have no need for food." You don't need food?" Fink relaxed a bit. "Well, I need food." Let me start over, because I don't think that was really Fink's voice. "You don't need food?" Fink relaxed a bit. "Well, I need food, and lots of it. Why don't you make yourself useful and find me some food?" "What would you like me to do?" said Roz. "Can you hunt?" The fox smiled at a hare on the far side of the gathering. "It's almost time for breakfast." "I cannot hunt, but I could gather berries." The fox's smile disappeared. "Berries? I'm hungry for meat, not berries." "Good luck to you, Roz. You're going to need it," said the fox, and the fox trotted away. Roz looked up at the tree, but the owl had gone. And when the robot looked down again, she realized that everyone else had gone too. There's Roz, alone in the field. Alright, I'll stop there. I'll pick up tomorrow for chapter 22. And it's called The New World. Alright. Make sure I go through a few announcements. So tomorrow is a pickup day. We have a bag. I have a bag for you to pick up. It's chock full of goodies, including actual real goodies. So come grab your. Start one waving, saying hi, and handing you your items. If you can't come then, that's totally fine. Come between 8:15 and 4. And this was all sent in a letter to your families yesterday. If you can't come tomorrow, please let me know. Is there anyone who knows right now that their families cannot come tomorrow? Okay, Emma, thank you. I will bring yours to you tomorrow, Emma. Okay. Anyone else? You're not sure, Carson. Okay. Thank you. Okay, that's fine if you can't come at one. That's okay. Thanks. All right. Any questions about this week's schedule so far? I sent an email. Carson? Oh, perfect. Does anyone want to share why? Okay, let's see. Gavin?
I think because I've read 2 Dire Wiki Kid books today.
2 books?
Yeah.
Wow. See what you can do with a half day? That's amazing. Okay, Roman.
Me and Drew have a basketball game today, and also I feel normal, and I get to eat ham and turkey soup.
Perfect. Wow. Pretty good. Avis Jr. at 4 because you slept for 7 hours. Great, I'm glad. You got all your work done. Ray, but you're tired. Mm-hmm. How much sleep does a 10-year-old need? Talked about this before. Show me on your finger how many hours of sleep a 10-year-old needs every night. 10 hours. 10 hours. Give yourself the gift of sleep. It's really important. All right. We're going to vote for keep the quote. So our quote is, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. So what we're thinking about is doesn't try and necessarily do something that doesn't fit with who they are just to fit in or something like that. They're really who they are. And so one thing I want you to also think about is not to just think about your friends in the class, but think about everyone in our class. So on the Zoom right now, I see Avis Jean, Oliver, Gavin, Emma, Chris, Nola, Ryan, Ray, Kale, Kalia, Roman, Carson, Owen, Casey, James, Drew, Veronica, Josh, Octavio, Connor, Lexi. I know Alder was trying to get on. So, think of all the people. Who's just a person that, you know what, no matter what, private message me in the chat. Make sure it's not yourself. Make sure it is someone in our class who is a student. Okay, go ahead and do that, and I'll try and keep up.
Do the I did two. And I'm gonna do a different one. I forgot two.
Don't do two. Do one. Don't do two.
No, I forgot also. Okay, private.
Okay. Kayla, it's hard to understand you. Maybe turn off your camera. All right, I'm going through it. Yeah, try and make it private just because that's the best way. All right, let me look. Everybody finished? Voting? Okay, we have two winners. The two winners for our quote, be yourself, everyone else is taken, are Emma and Kale. So yay, Emma and Kale, congratulations. These students. Yay. So, I will have those in your bags for you tomorrow. So Emma, I'll bring you yours, and then Kale, when you pick yours up, yours will be in your bag, okay? Sound good? Congratulations, guys. All right. Great. Okay. So I do also want to warn you, our live learning will probably go over a little bit today, but we haven't had other groups, so I think we can manage that. Okay, so we are going to, is there anything else? All right. We are going to, now the chat is for learning, so it should be comments or questions only. And I would like to go through our math assignment today as a review, and I also want to review on our live learning, because tomorrow you're going to take a show what you know, which is like a quiz about fractions. So I want to make sure that we, whatever questions you have can be answered. So let's start off. What questions do you have? Comparing fractions, adding subtracting fractions. What questions do you have? Roman.
Is it gonna take like 2 days, or are you gonna take out one?
To take our math, show what you know. It's just gonna be a regular assignment in Google Classroom. Is that? Yeah. Okay. question. Do you need a whiteboard or a piece of paper? So take 1 minute to grab that. 60 seconds, go. When you have your whiteboard and your marker, let me know. Show me so I can see them. A flower will not do it, Chris. It's very pretty though. All right. Nola, we're going to talk about that. Carson, I think this is a conversation you need to have later with yourself. Do you have some paper, please, and or a whiteboard? All right. Casey, awesome. So Daniela, James, Drew, Veronica, Josh, Lexicon, or Octavia, I'm not sure. Oh no, Chris, you told me. Lexi, you look like you're ready. So this is a situation, I talk about this a lot. This is one of those situations where you have to become responsible for your learning. I can't learn for you. You have to learn. I can teach you. I love to teach you. But I can't make you learn. Okay? So it's time for you to do your own learning. Let me share my screen. We're going to talk about these questions. So the first question here that you can't totally see says, Gobi says that it is. Why or why not? Right, so answer on your whiteboard. Where you write yes. And say why. Don't agree, say no. Then you say why. Why is it important? Back of your whiteboard, hold it up like this. You know, some people are ready and some people I can see are really working hard. They're thinking, they're writing. Right. So you need to tell me why. Also. Okay. Ryan, do you agree with Gumby?
No.
Why not? Oh, they're not even. Okay. Yeah, everyone show me what you wrote on yours. You can see a lot of people know because they're have to be split equally, because they're actually 8 pieces. 2 of them are half the size of the pieces. No, most people are saying no. Gumby's off base here. Gavin, what are you thinking about?
No, because all of them are different sizes.
Yeah, it looks like you guys know this. If we're going to talk about fractions, we have to have a whole that are the same size. If the whole is not the same size, we cannot compare them. We cannot talk about fraction. So these are small, and no, it does not work. Excellent. Okay, erase your board. Emma, bye. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
So next we're going to put a fraction on a. Yeah, I have to divide the number line into 8 parts. And Nola got that number from the denominator. That tells us how many equal parts we have. So I like to do it this way. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The way I do is I break it in half, then I break that in half, and that's quarters, and then I break each of those in half, and that makes eighths. So now, make your number line and put 7/8 on the number line. This, 0, this is 1. When you're done, go ahead and show me the back of your whiteboard or hold up your pen or something. I don't want you to be uncomfortable, but give me some indication you're done. If you don't have your camera on, we are going to have to show some visuals today. So get to a spot in your house where you can turn on your camera just for a minute to show me when we're sharing. People labeled all of them. Okay. Yeah. Oh. All right. So everyone with your screen off, just can you put your screen on for a moment to show me, please? Your work. If you're not taking the time to actually do this, you're not doing your job of learning. Okay, so Kaylee, I'm going to ask you because you use those jumps. How did you figure out where 7/8 is going to be?
Until I got to 7/8, and I did that by doing this.
We start at 0, but we don't count 0. So we just count 1, 8, 2 8s, 3 8s, 4 5 8s, 6 8s, 7 4 1. So this. All right. Any questions about this? All right, we're going to compare some fractions. Thanks, Owen. We're going to compare some fractions. Comparing means which one is bigger and which one is smaller. So we're going to use one of these symbols, bigger than, less than, or equal, to compare these two fractions, 6/8 and 4/8. So go ahead and figure out which is bigger or smaller, or what symbol should you use. See, a lot of people got right to work. One thing I want to point out, one thing I always look for when someone says compare these fractions, one thing I always look at is the denominators. Are they the same? Because if they are, it makes it pretty easy. Show me the back, not the front, please. So other people have a chance to think. Oliver, can you turn yours around, please? Thank you. Okay. Lexi, what did you do? Which symbol did you put between these two? Did you use greater than, less than, or equal to? Lexi? can't see. You put it in the chat. Oh, thanks. Thank you. The chat's small for me. Okay. This symbol. Go like this if you agree, and put your thumb to the side if you disagree. Give me the I agree sign. Yeah, 6/8 is bigger than 4/8. It's kind of handy because you could think of 6/8. You could think of I was thinking cows for some reason. Maybe it's my drive here. I see the cows every morning. If I had 6 cows, I know that would be more than 4 cows. But instead of cows, I have 8s. I have 6/8, and that's going to be more than 4/8. Oh, beautiful picture, right? Thanks. Okay. Oh, we have more than that. 6/8 plus 4/8. Oh, we're about to get there. Go do that. That would be 10/8. 6 plus 4 is 10, and we just keep going to 8. Okay. Equivalent fractions. Okay, what is an equivalent fraction to 1/10? So I'm looking for another fraction that would have the same value, be worth the same amount as 1/10. One fraction is equivalent to 1/10.
Hey, motherfucker, psycho.
Okay. Write an equivalent fraction.
Yeah? Hurry! Run this up. Come here. Run this up the pot. Hurry up. Come here, Ray. Run. Run! Hey! Doctor, I'm gonna hit him. Hit him, Mom. Get your How long does it break? How long does it break? Hey, go get in the shower. Oh, Omar's in there. Come and hurry up. Omar, hurry up.
I see some people. Okay. I love it when you're thinking when you write something in the chat. Like Cal, I just said in the chat. Like he's thinking. I love that. That really helps me. You know, you're thinking. If you feel like pretty confident about solving this, give me a thumbs up. If you're not so sure, give me a thumb to the side. This is a hard one I chose. Actually, I mean, it's not too hard, but it's not super easy either. Okay. Everybody who's finished, go ahead and show me your board. We'll talk about it more. All right. Let's see. Ray, can you tell me about how you solve that?
I got 2/20 because 1 times 2 equals 2 and 10 times 2 equals 3.
Yeah, well, one thing we can always do, and I see other people agreeing with that, one thing we can always do is we can multiply. If we multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same amount, we'll get an equivalent fraction. So if we multiply 1 by 2 and 10 by 2, we're going to get an equivalent fraction. And I'm going to draw this one, actually, because it's a good one to draw. All right, so I'm going to make this one, I'm going to break it into 10.